It's your boy Glenn coming to you for the win. Yep. And I'm back with another video, you guys. What it is? What's up? And today, I'm coming to you with a video about the first time that I used my flight benefits for a major trip. This one's a doozy because it was really special to me. So y'all stay tuned and come on with me. While we're here, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. The travel crew can only get bigger if you allow it to. Share with everyone. Let's go on this ride together. Cue the intro. Alright, you guys, so once upon a time, not too long ago, it was a boy named Glenn and he stole the show. It was like 2015, yes sirree, I got bars, so I'll spit it, so come join with me. It's story time and this is just a freestyle, you know what's going on, cause I keep it going wild. Alright y'all, okay, let me get serious, but yeah, I got bars. Anyway. So, once upon a time, it was 2015. 2015 is when I got hired with the airline that I currently work with. And honestly, it was a magnificent change of pace, change of life, from working all day to finally having a little bit of freedom. I wanted to get paid to travel, and I wanted to travel for free. So ever since I was hired, I was trying to figure out how to adjust my schedules and make things work. You know, when you're new, you don't really know how things work. You don't know how the actual job itself works until you're there for a good month or two, get into the swing of things. You don't really know how the schedules come and how they're made and manufactured and get in the way, and then you don't really know how to do the whole non-revving thing, like how to list yourself and how to be in the right place and how to get your proper tickets and how to use the right priority for where you want to go, especially if you're trying to go international. Things are a little different when you try to non-rev domestically compared to when you're trying to non-rev internationally. In addition to that, you have to get adjusted to how you're getting paid as well. I was making significantly more at my previous job than when I first started this job. It was worth the switch because I decided I wanted to move over for lifestyle. I knew I was gonna be making less, but I would have more freedom and I'll be able to see the world and get paid to do it. You really can't beat that. With that being said, I was very determined to make a major trip happen, since that was the main reason why I decided to be the flight attendant in the first place. So I spent a good amount of time trying to figure out the system which can get me around and asking different people questions on how to do this, how to do that, how to set myself up, how does seniority work, where will I be on this list if I try to go this place, does this place look good, does this place look good, does this place better for people who are non-revving and trying to go places. I was trying to figure it all out. I had the list listed, I had the ups and the downs, I had the all the way arounds, and then I got my answers. You know, sometimes you gotta ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions because that does help you. So it just kind of worked out to me that this year that I just got hired just happened to be the same year that I was turning 25. I want to see the world and I wanted to go someplace that I haven't been. Therefore, I came upon the decision to go to Barcelona. We going to Spain, y'all. It's lit. Here we go. So, at the time, you know, I'm fresh moving across the country from Los Angeles over to Detroit because that's where I was based with my job. You know, I was a single man at the time. I had my homeboy Ashton, who was in the Navy at the time, and he was over in Virginia. I'm in Detroit. I had him as my companion pass because my sister had my niece and she wasn't gonna be traveling much at the time. So I threw it over to the homie. He caught it, he dunked it, because we alley-ooped that thing. So he came over to Detroit. Then we flew from Detroit to New York. And then we sat there and called up a few other homies who I knew who happened to be flight attendants. Shout out to my Sans, Brittany, because she's the reason why I'm even a flight attendant today. She used to work for SkyWest, and she was telling me that she's applying for the airline that I currently work for, and that's how it became. If you haven't seen the video on how I became a flight attendant already, then you need to go check that out. So me and the bro, we get to New York, like I said, and we just hitting up other homies and flight attendants. Brittany came through, homegirl Kayla came through, my boy Wallace came through, and a couple other people came through, and then some of them came out to Spain. They only stayed for a day just because they could, the flight attendants. So they didn't have any issue just going out there for a day, hanging out and coming back. On the way out to Barcelona from JFK, so the majority of the time, you know, non-revs will get business class or they'll get like whatever the first class seats are called depending on your airline. And that didn't happen. Aww. It was it was really sad. I was hurt. It's my birthday. But lo and behold, I got the next best section, and I was just happy to be on the way. I was happy that we were getting out of the US, heading to Spain, Barcelona to be exact, where I heard great things. Never been, but I heard great things, and it was just amazing. And then once the crew found out that I was crew, they just proceeded to take better care of me. They was like, oh, you crew? Oh, and it's your birthday? Oh, we's getting lit. We got a layover. We're gonna be here if you ever want to link up and do this, do that. So the flight over, even though I wasn't in the premiere section, they still treated me as if I was a premier passenger, which was excellent. Kudos to you, the JFK crew, that flew me out to Barcelona for my 25th birthday. I don't know how many of you seeing this actually know me, for me, but I like to plan, but I don't like to plan all the way through. I like to be like, yo, let's go to Barcelona. Bet, let's do it. And that's my plan. Like, I'm planning to go to Barcelona, and when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. So further than that, I booked the flights, and then I booked the hotel, but I didn't really, you know, think about how I was gonna get to the hotel for the airport. So once we landed, we kind of have to figure that out. We kind of like asked around for like if there's a train station or if there's a bus, or how much would it be if we had to catch a taxi or something. So I think we ended up catching like a flexi bus or mega bus or something down to the city center, and then we walked to the hotel. So mind you, this is just me and my boy Ashton at this time. First day we were there, like, we were confused as hell, didn't know what anything was, didn't know what to do. I understand Spanish, but I can't speak it very well. So we started wandering around. Me and Ashton started wandering around. We tried to, you know, secure the perimeter. We need to know our surroundings, what's around the hotels, you know, the best escape routes. That's something that we just do whenever we travel, period, and especially when we travel to a foreign country. You need to know where things are, where you can escape from if something was to go down in any type of area. Thankfully, most people in other countries speak English and they understand English very well. So it kind of helps out when you're a tourist from America who only speaks English, because they can help you out a lot. So the first night we just kind of roamed around and got our bearings. There was a rooftop pool, and so we was like, we gotta check this out. It's summertime in Barcelona. We check out the rooftop's pool, and I think I have a picture. I'll slide it in here somewhere. And it was just a good time. We were literally just chilling. Like, long travel day, we were relaxing now. All right, so after that day was done and we secured the perimeter and everything was freaking tight and lit, the rooftop pool, watched the sunset, all that good stuff. It was great times. The next day came and our other friends joined us. That was Brittany and Kayla and Wallace and everyone else who came. I can't remember everybody's name, but yeah, they all came through. That was part of my party. I say my party because down the road we were in for a surprise, to say the least. So that was all that was in my party, and from that point we were lit. I mean, we was getting bottles, we was just drinking, pulled up. We was wandering around Spain. We went and saw all the beautiful monuments. I'm mad because I couldn't find pictures or the videos of some of those landmarks that they have out there. Like please don't judge me for not being able to say this. The Familia one, the La Familia, that one. Don't have any pictures, but it was under major construction back then. I know they're more further along now, but it was like really under major construction back then. But we had a picture. I don't know where that is. And then there was the other house one with the little like tiles on it. Our hotel wasn't too far away from that one. So that one we saw all the time. So I think we might have got it in video, but I didn't save it. Back then Snapchat was popping, so I had all my Snapchats going up, but I didn't save that one. I've been to Paris a few times prior to that, and I do something called the Fat Tire Tour. Every time I go to Paris, I do the Fat Tire Tour. Even though I know what's gonna happen, I've seen it, everything, I do it over there just because I know it's something to do that is a good time and you get to see different things. So it's always a good time. And so I know that they do it in different places. So I knew that they did it in Barcelona. So I suggested we all do the bike tour in Barcelona as well. But the way that it was set up is that it wasn't gonna happen until way later in the day. And we were kind of like, we really want to explore. So what we ended up doing before doing the Fat Tire Tour was renting bikes. And that's when things got interesting, because we were already low-key litty bo bitty. And we went and rented bikes and we were riding through Spain, not understanding many things. And we were just not knowing where we were, not knowing where we were going, but we were free riding on these rented bikes, just going and looking at the big spirally looking building. Boom. So we made it back barely in time to return the bikes and go on to do our bike tour. Tour guide was really nice. And then that ended, right? We drove back, we rode back. We all like passed out because we were drinking, and then we did exercise. We passed out and we woke up at like 11 o'clock like, oh snaps, it's late. We wanted to go out, right? It's like, it's never too late. Even if it's 11 o'clock, it's not too late to go out. So we're looking up the best places to go. And then there's like a row of places where people go party at night out there in Barcelona. And I forget the name of the one next to it, but we went to a place called Choco Nightclub. And we got there and I started talking to the guy at the door who, you know, checks your ID and takes the money and does the VIP stuff. I started chatting with him. Yeah, I'm a naturally friendly person and I talk to everyone. And so I started chatting with him. He showed us like, yo, if you guys need anything, if you guys come back, I don't know how long you're here, but I got you. And I was like, well then, bet, we'll be back here tomorrow. And so we had that conversation, we went inside. It was actually worth it. Mind you, I forgot to tell you that the clubs out there didn't start until 1 a.m. Rewind. The clubs didn't start till 1 a.m. Party don't start till 1 a.m. Like, that's crazy to me. Everything shuts down in California at 2. The parties out there didn't start till 1 a.m. So we was in there having a ball. Drinks was flowing. Everyone's dancing. Everyone's having a good time. All these Spanish people, you know, the Barcelona natives, and maybe the people who weren't natives, but whoever was in there was having a good time. It was just really lit. And like, it was to the point where it was like, we probably do want to come here tomorrow. You know, there was other places, but everyone was in line for this place. They're playing a mix between hip hop and then like the techno music. But like 2015, I'm only a few years removed from being in Santa Barbara, which they do the exact same thing. They'll play hip hop, but it'll always be to some techno beat. Like, we're still partying, and then we're just like, oh snaps, it's 4 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock. Turns out the places didn't close until 6 in the morning. In the morning, yeah, hotel. Okay, I'm not gonna sing no song, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It didn't close till 6. And then the side where they let you out is at the beach. And you know what happens at the beach at night when there's been alcohol flowing? Nothing, you know, people just go to the beach and sit there. Normally, this time people were skinny dipping. They was over there taking their clothes off and skinny dipping. And we just sitting there like, what? This is how y'all get down out here? Like, this is lit. Trying to hold back this feeling for so long. Not gonna lie, this is lit. And so we sat on the beach and watched lots of people skinny dip. We didn't do it because it was cold. So after that night, I wake up, you know, after putting everything on Snapchat, getting litty, having a good time, showing the homies and everything. So I'm scrolling on my Snapchat or Instagram feed, one of the others, and I saw that some of my friends from back home and in Santa Barbara was doing like a tour through Europe. And guess what was on their next stop? That same day, they were landing in Barcelona. Oh my goodness. And it's not just Santa Barbara, because some of them went to UCLA and some went to other schools, but I met them in Santa Barbara with one of the ones that went to Santa Barbara with me. And so it was like, you gotta be kidding me. And they showed up on the day that it was actually my birthday. And I was like, where are you guys? I can't believe you guys are actually gonna be in Barcelona. We're in Barcelona right now. Well, I said I'm in Barcelona because they didn't know anybody else yet. But it's like, I'm in Barcelona right now. We have to link up. What are the odds that I know you guys and we live in California together and then we're in Barcelona together at the same time without even planning it this way? And like, that's mind-blowing. It's just amazing to me. And so they hit me back and was like, oh snap, Glenn, we gonna be in Barcelona. I was like, bet. Well, whenever you guys get in and get settled in, we already know a place that we can go to tonight. It was pretty lit last night / morning. and once we get settled in, we can link up and just link up for the night, go out, have a good time. They're like, all right, bet. They probably didn't say that, but I'm a dude, and they were girls. So I'm saying, all right, bet. So once again, we out there and get some of the finest cuisine that Barcelona has to offer. And you know, food in Spain is really good, you guys. I'm telling you, go visit Spain. So it's that day that we decide we want to go to the ice bar. So the ice bar is in the same area as the clubs, but it's like underneath and tucked towards the beach view. So I would have had no idea that it was there if they didn't make us exit the club towards the beach. Does that make sense? Yeah, it makes sense. And here's the ice bar, we're going. So I can only remember me and Ashton being in the ice bar, but I'm almost certain everyone that was in my immediate party that came out there for me was there. So let's just go with that. Then we all went to the ice bar. They gave us these puffy jackets. I'm gonna show you. I know I have a picture somewhere. Ice bar, ice bar. It's cold, but I get a drink, but I get a drink, but I get a drink, but I get a drink. Give us the jackets, and everything in there is made of ice, the chairs, the drink, the glasses. Like, it was like, dude, how do y'all even do this? How y'all keep the room temperatures to a point to where it's just like everything stays cold? It was lit. We stayed in there for a pretty decent amount of time because it's like, I want to really experience this. I want to see if drinking while freezing really warms you up. And I can say I ended up leaving that ice bar feeling really good. So boom, the ice bar was great. Chilled out of there. Went back to the room. We all chilled out, took a nap. And then same thing happened. It got a little late. We woke up. It's like, we ain't worried tonight because we know it don't start till 1 a.m. and we usually don't leave until the thing in. But in the meantime, in between time, you work your thing, I work mine. So we worked our things that night. It was litty. So it was my crew that came with me for my birthday. Then my European backpacker, they weren't backpacking, but my European travel crew that just happened to be in Barcelona at the same time I was there, and we linked up and was lit in there. This night they had the foam thing going inside of there. They were giving out free popsicles. I got a popsicle, 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 popsicle from the baddest, from the baddest. I got a popsicle from the baddest. And it was just, I was just on some other, like, you can tell by the video, we was on another level there. Like, me and the homie Ashton was like, we're here, we gonna enjoy our time. This is the big 25. This is how you're supposed to do it. At Shoko nightclub out there, it was just lit. Out here in Spain for the birthday of boy Ash. My girl said, I love when California meets Barcelona, baby. It's been. It was amazing. We had a good time. And then it was time to go. That night, everything was lit. Everybody was great. My friends that I met up with from California, they continued their European tours. I think they had one more stop after that. Me and my homies, we had one more day, so we was chilling, just kind of recouping, getting everything packed up, getting things ready, enjoying the last day, taking it all in, embracing the culture, and we were literally relaxing until we had to come back. So back to the matter at hand, which is the traveling with the benefits. So on the way back, so obviously the majority of us was flying back on one of the airlines because that's the one that we worked for. And we're all getting our seats and everything is good. And then it comes down to like a few last seating assignments. And so they let us on and we got business class going back. And I'm like, whew, this is about to be amazing. That's the first time that I used my flight benefits for a major travel, and it was an experience, it was an event, it was worth it. It was my 25th birthday, and this year is my 30th, and I had big plans, and I still might have big plans if the coronavirus lifts. But anyway, if you guys didn't know by now, my travel crew, I do love you. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, smash that thing for the YouTube algorithm. Leave some comments down below. Where are some places that you traveled that you loved? And give me some suggestions for some places that I can go or that I need to go that you may think that I may have not been to just yet. And do you think I should do a video about all the places that I have been? Let me know. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think. I have to let you guys know though that I love you. And I know I told you this before. But you have reached Glenn. Holla back at me again. Peace. I'm
I'm a FLIGHT space ATTENDANT. Yeah, don't you know what that mean? If you marry me, then you fly for free. I'm a FLIGHT space ATTENDANT. Yeah, don't you know what that mean? If you marry me, then you fly for free. Yeah.